it was down there. That and eventually the moon came out above the clouds.
Oh, okay.
So I was
When I left LA, I just went like straight over the Pacific Ocean and then turned back into California.
Yeah, we went straight over it and then turned back.
I think they just do that to ascend, so it's
I
not
think they
bumpy.
always do
It said on the runway, and I noticed it said that don't turn before you hit the shoreline.
Wait, it said it on the runway?
It said on the runway there was a sign. It says do not turn before you hit the shoreline.
Oh, wow.
So they have to go over the ocean apparently.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow,
Well,
look at
so
that.
I'm guessing it's so it's not bumpy. Just kind of water on the ground.
Yeah, something like that.
See, you say the crazy.
So anyway, we saw Z's flight coming in, and it came up and docked or whatever you want to call it, parked and opened up, and Z was like the second one off.
Yeah, I was at the front.
I guess he was right at the front. I was expecting to wait through a couple people, but then all of a sudden he's like the second one.
He's like, I was right at the front. He
And he
must have
kept-
been right at the front.
I'm like, I wonder what you were laughing about. So when Z got off, it was. I remember Z talking about how awkward it was with all the cameras.
Yeah, everyone's pointing
It
cameras
was.
out.
It was like, I
he
know
just
where
kind
it
of
was,
walking
kinda-
like.
I didn't point a camera at him. I gave him a hug.
James hugged him, so
Just kind of walking around, like almost hiding, almost like God.
yeah.
Yeah, but you were kind of like with my thoughts, where it was like it's kind of weird for the 10, 15 minutes, maybe half an hour, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
after a while, it's just like a living Skype call.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Living Skype call.
Like
Yeah, it
gets
was.
easier. The cameras are still a little awkward, but you get used to that after a while. You just
Always
weren't
pointing it at me, not
exposed
knowing
enough.
where to look. Stop it!
That's a video going up on the Creature Hub eventually.
I know.
Awkward Z.
What's
Awkward
hot
Z.
sig?
Oh, okay.
What just happened?
I knocked over my shit while singing Awkward Z.
Awkward Z.
I
I
even
always
had
have,
a
like, this
live
awkward
theme
face.
song where I circled
I'm not-
around Z, so that should
I'm not
be
used to
fun.
cameras being on me, so I'm like always having this awkward face on me at
Yeah.
E3.
E3. So what? After that, we got out. We went, got in a cab, and we went down to our hotel,
Which was Crap City Hotel Crap.
So that
Hill.
hotel. The only reason I got it was because one. Well, there's two. What the? You actually opened that, Z?
What?
What was it? What
It was
did
Z
he
opening a GIF.
Yeah.
As like some nasty jump scare GIF.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was. Well, that pretty much describes our hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Jordan got it because one, we were super late to actually booking E3. We didn't even know we were going until like the week before.
Yeah, like a week and a half before, so I had to just find there's like nothing available. And then I found this hotel that was like 0.7 miles away. It was only like 3 blocks away from this convention center, which was really lucky, I thought.
Yeah. He thought.
I
But it
thought-
was nice. It was nice. Hopefully next year we'll actually get a nice hotel that is still within walking distance.
Yeah.
But yeah, that hotel was pretty.
It was bad. I think, the thing was, some of the other rooms were fine. Like the ones we walked by and looked into, and they're like semi-normal looking.
Maybe they have shit ones set aside
For us.
for us. Well, I was telling James and I noticed that I think it was like the second night when we went down to my room when I was going to bed early. The hallway, our hallway, reeked of weed. It was just, it was so like pungent. That was when my card wasn't working, so I had to grab James and I was like, "Smell that." That's what it smells like.
I was sucking it all in.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, don't get up, don't get up, don't get up."
Wow.
No,
Sat in the hallway for a little bit.
well, we had to go back to the front desk and get our cards redone because it wasn't work. Neither was working. But yeah, so that hotel, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't.
It wasn't like-
I've been in worse hotels.
Yeah, it's,
This is
It
bare
just-
bones. It would have been better if it was only like 2 people staying or something.
at one point it was like we were trying to get some more towels up to the room. And that was
Yeah.
like the most difficult experience for them,
Get
apparently.
towels.
They just don't know how to get more towels. And I wasn't even going to dare ask them for like more blankets or something like that.
We'll see if we have any.
Yeah. It was pretty funny.
I got some good sleep there. I slept a lot. The very first day we got there, I was like the first to go to sleep.
6 o'clock.
You guys went out and such, but it was exactly like PAX, where I was like ready to pass out the second we got there.
Like, first day was 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and it was like 11 o'clock. You're just going to sleep later and later.
Yeah,
That was a good one of a picture.
Which one is that?
How do I send it? I could retweet it.
Retweet it.
I did.
Z tweet it.
Oh yeah, that is pretty good.
Mm.
So we're gonna
I-
retweet any of these that we see are good. And then
What is that
I'll-
from Spartacus or something?
It looks like it. Maybe that HBO Spartacus.
Yeah, look at that color correction there, Coots.
That's pretty decent.
That's like when Z put that picture out of me. That one where I'm making the crazy face.
Yeah.
There were some really good ones with that.
I like the Greedo one. Going somewhere solo?
Oh yeah. So yeah, that was our hotel experience. Could have
was-
been better. Could have been a nicer hotel, but
It could have been much worse though.
Oh, exactly,
The
yeah,
shower was good.
It was
Like
nice.
that was nice. The nice part about our room is the shower worked and it was warm water.
Our shower. Did your shower? Like our shower curtain wasn't long enough, so whenever we took a shower, water would get all over the floor.
It was a nice puddle.
Did you guys have that?
No.
Oh wait, hold on. There's a rainbow one. What is this?
It was our shower was great, and then but we already someone always had to use like one of the smaller towels because they only
Yeah.
put 3 in there. So I was always like the first one to get in the shower
I
in the
know.
morning.
Dibs.
I was like, I got it.
Yeah, your guys' bathroom didn't lock, right?
No, it didn't.
Yours would lock, and ours, if you kept pulling the door shut, it would go past. The,
I noticed that when I used
the
your
latch.
restroom.
Yeah, if you pulled it, like, the door, it's like a 2-way door that swung in and out at the same time.
Yeah.
So it was pretty Detroit. And then later on, we found out that the management company for this hotel was based out of Detroit, Michigan. So it all made sense.
There you go.
Let's see. After that, of course, we went to
Next
get our
day. Oh, yeah.
tickets.
Oh yeah, that was right after we got to the
The
hotel.
badges and stuff.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
ran into Jack from Rooster Teeth.
That was like the only time we saw him there.
Yeah,
too.
well,
it was like
I
right
think I
when we
saw
got
him once
there.
more. Apparently, we were in the video, their Ubisoft booth video. Like people were tweeting at me.
Yeah, like,
they
they
saw us.
my
I
red
watched
hat.
it. But yeah, we ran into Jack from Rooster Teeth. Talked about what we had seen or what he had seen because we didn't see anything of the conferences because we were on the plane all morning. So he told us about Watch Dogs and stuff and how he was kind of excited about that. And just got to meet him. That was the first time I had like never spoken to him. So that was pretty cool.
First time ever. Me
Mhm.
too.
Got our badges and
Me too, definitely.
he got stuff and so then next day was the Nintendo press conference, the one
We
conference
got up nice and early.
we had. Oh yeah, what time did we get up? Like 5:30.
5:30.
Yeah, didn't you call me? Like I had set my alarm for 5:30 or something like that, and you're like, no, we said 5. I was like, well, when I went to bed, it was 5:30.
I thought I got up at 5:30. I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't care. I slept a lot, obviously, since I went to bed at like 6. But
I know. We would think you'd be up.
oh yeah, I thought I would be up too because when James finally got back from you guys going to the store and stuff, I woke up and like watched a little bit of TV, but then I fell right back to sleep.
Oh.
But yeah, we went to the Nintendo press conference, had fun going through the lines. Turned out our barcode things that we had printed out previously to get our badges weren't right, so we had to get out of the one line we waited all morning in to get into a different one, and then right back into that one. But it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, we almost didn't get in.
And then when we got in and got seated, then we got moved to
Oh,
another
yeah.
section.
Yeah, because we got orange wristbands, and the entire reason we got into the event was because we were invited by Nintendo North America, right?
The Nintendo of America helped us out, and they got us in
Through the game night videos.
through the game night videos. Someone from Nintendo from the PR department had seen our videos. Apparently, like the whole office watches the game nights because a lot of it's on the Wii. And they were impressed, and they were talking to us, and they wanted to do like a exclusive thing, which we'll get to later. But then I asked, even though the registration date was by, I asked if we could get into the press conference. They're like, yeah, sure. And so we got our registration through and got the fancy yellow, or what color were they? The greenish.
They're green.
They're green wristbands, which got us into the section where all the suits were.
Yeah.
And
What kind of suits, Coots?
business suits. That's the kind of suits.
But I mean, like, who did we end up sitting right
we
behind?
sat right behind Bobby Kotick, and
We noticed it at the well, I noticed
At
it at
the
the very
very
end,
end,
and I was just like,
is that
is that him? And I just kept like looking at him, and I was like, that's
I
gotta
kept
be
looking at
him.
him.
And I looked like,
he turns around and I see his badge, Bobby Coach.
yeah,
I'm like, oh,
he had the
that's him.
freaking, he had a binder that said Activision on it, and I was like, okay, yeah, it is him.
For those of you who don't know who
Take
Bobby
that
Kotick
binder
is,
from
that's
Zelda
the head
Secrets
of
of
Activision, the CEO of Activision.
Yeah, so that's who we were sitting.
He looked
on.
pretty unimpressed at the Nintendo press conference. Like, he got up and he just kind of like shook his head like, nah, I doubt it. I don't think we're going to be developing for this bad boy.
But a lot of people were pointing out during the conference, you could hear James yelling.
Yeah, he was-
because he goes, yeah.
Yeah, and that even adds to it because we were sitting in a bunch of suits, and then James is like,
A couple people.
Luigi Mansion!
A couple of the suits behind us laughed. A couple of people behind us chuckled the first time he did it, not the other times.
It was weird because I said I wanted to start a chant for Pikmin 3, and I didn't even know that Pikmin 3 would be the first game that they had showed like on the press conference. That was like completely out of the blue because I had tweeted that before it even started, and then they opened up with Pikmin, and I was just like, yeah,
You screamed like twice during the Pikmin thing.
yeah. One of them got through. I know that much. I don't know about the Luigi's Mansion one though.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was pretty cool. I was excited about the Arkham
Someone
City
tweeted,
one.
"Weren't you hating on their game the entire video?" And they invited you.
Yeah.
That was my thing that I was saying. I was like, we were pretty critical about the new Mario Party. We still played it an entire game through it, but I guess they found
People
enough
have opinions.
like comedy relief in the video that they still liked it anyway. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we
City.
bash games and stuff all the time, but we don't do it in a
Negative.
really negative fashion and like hate
These
the
guys
game.
we
don't know how to
didn't
make
really
games.
throw out the
Constructive
new
for
Mario
the most
Party.
part.
I mean, we should have, but we didn't throw it out yet.
Yeah. But I was excited for the announcement of Arkham City Armored Edition for the Wii U.
Yeah, and they went over a couple things. I was surprised to see like that Lego City was pretty cool.
The trailer for it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
They seemed to have a good. They always have a good sense of humor.
Someone said my levels are quiet. Am I quiet?
Let me
Keep
Fine
talking.
for me.
Hello, blah blah
You're
blah.
fine.
blah.
The levels read exactly the same.
Okay, well then I don't know what the deal is.
I guess we could ask the chat. Is
No, you
James
sound
sound quiet?
Oh, I want him to be louder.
All right, well then,
Yeah,
it's just one
people-
person, so.
Never mind then. So, let's see. What else did we see announced?
Someone asked
there?
when we're gonna do another game night. We gotta.
We have to do more game nights after.
Yeah.
Well, we got to play. We got to kind of get a. Well, would I be skipping
Most
ahead
of
there?
the most
Yeah,
of the
we'll go
Wii-
into that later.
Yeah.
But we have plenty of games that we would want to play for game night eventually. But we'll talk
For the
about them
Wii
in a little
U
bit.
when that comes out.
Yeah, the Wii U is gonna be a blast.
There was still a
for
couple of
gaming.
other ones that we were looking into, like that I bought, like that Xbox game. There's a few.
Maybe
though.
Microsoft will contact us.
There you go.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, the Nintendo thing was pretty cool. They had some cool games. Zombie U, everybody seemed to be impressed with.
Yeah, that Zombie U and seeing Lego City, and then what was the
Batman.
other one?
Batman.
Batman was okay. Mass Effect 3 is a launch title for the Wii U.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
goodness.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yep.
And you couldn't play it.
No, they didn't have that playable there. Probably still in pretty early stages. Oh, that's a pretty good one. I think I just tweeted a pretty good one. Tweet! Yeah.
And cats. What the hell?
Reggie.
We ran back to the hotel room and dropped some stuff off, I think. And then we headed back to the conference, which just started, opened at 10.
What? The conference?
I mean, the...
we just talked about the conference.
The show
The-
floor.
The
There you go.
actual
The game
convention
hall.
started.
Did we
But,
play? What did we play on the first day? Did we play
I'm trying to
much?
think what we did.
The first day, we looked.
I was like
majority of the
Splinter
days.
Yeah.
Cell.
We went around. We looked around the pretty much the game hall. We just kind of got like an overview of like everything, and then
Ran by the machinima booth.
like the Splinter Cell booth was right next to the Resident Evil booth, and then like me and Dan were like, which one to go to first, and I was like, all right, let's go to Splinter Cell first, and then we'll do Resident Evil afterwards, and then we went to Splinter Cell, and then while we were in Splinter Cell,
Yeah, it ended up taking like 2 hours in the line. But yeah, when we were in the Splinter Cell line, and this was the highlight of the event for me. When we were in the Splinter Cell line, I heard we were sitting